One. Good evening, everybody. My name is Sirte Pihlaja. I am the CEO of Shirute. We are the first customer experience design agency in Finland. Our purpose here in life or business life is to make people happy. And since I come from the happiest country on earth, Finland, that is our purpose to help people through customer experiences and better employee experiences to do just that. I'm also a very passionate customer experience professional, and I have been part of the Customer Experience Professionals Association. It's founding member since 2010-11, and then running the activities since 2013 here in Finland when we started. We are active in about over more than 80 countries in the world. And I'm also passionate about artificial intelligence. I guess that's comes for sure. Started this podcast called the AI Experience Podcast, and we are trying to find ways to give practical advice to people who are interested in learning more about how to really get AI on the go. And I guess tonight what I'm going to be talking to you about is machine customers. I have written a global best-selling book. In this book, Customer Experience 5, about these machine customers, and also we did with Elisa's Risto-Matti Partanen this study about machine customers. You can find it at machinecustomers.fi. And since I'm this crazy person, I of course have my own digital artificial intelligence twin, and please take a photo if you didn't already. It's easily found on sirte.fi as well if you don't get the chance to take that picture. So both of these are available online, so you can ask questions about CX5 and about machine customers and whatever she was talking about there last night. Today, about digital assistants, about machine customers. They are both this customer side of Agentic AI. And I'm going to be telling you about how this means, what this means for businesses, how these customer encounters are evolving. To start with the definition, to Gartner researchers Don Scheibenrief and Mark Reschino have defined machine customers as non-human economic actors that are obtaining goods and services in exchange for payment. And I would add to that they have the intention of obtaining these goods. They might be more in the information retrieval phase, but later on I think that this is going to be an important task for them, that they actually buy things for us. And this is a $30 trillion opportunity. You can stop there for a while to count the zeros. There's 12 of them. And in the coming decade, that's the amount of business that they are going to be helping to create. Gartner bases their estimates on the fact that there are about 15 billion connected devices towards the end of this year, and in 2030 there will be 18 billion of them. I would add to that we are not, in Agentic AI, we're not talking about devices, actual machines anymore, but we can have our agents run wherever in the cloud. So this is going to at least 10x, if not 100x. And as soon as next year, the estimation is that they will be running about a fifth of all the inbound customer support requests. So pretty important opportunity there. And we are talking about a new kind of business. It's B2A. We used to have B2C, B2B, everybody knows those, but now we're going to be talking about B2A, business to agents, and what that entails to us. This year, 4 out of 10 will be trying out, experimenting with these machine customers. And it's said that in 2027, about half of the population in industrialized countries will be actually using them in their everyday lives, running their business as such. And in 2030, about a fifth of the company revenue will be coming from these agents, so machine customers. So definitely you can't, it's not a business opportunity you have the possibility to miss. How will these customer encounters change when we are going from B2C and B2B to business to agents kind of business. This is a picture created by a good friend and colleague of mine, Valto Loikkanen. I think it's in its simplicity, it tells really well what we are talking about here. We are used to all having these user interfaces with traditional apps where we are in control and driving in the driving seat and taking the wheel, turning it ourselves. But we're pretty soon going to the part where our AI apps and these assistants are actually driving the car for us, and we're just looking at what's happening. And then later we will have these armies of AI agents that will actually be then taking care of all the business for us, and we will trust them to actually do so in the background. And we're talking about two different sides of the story here. So we have on the other side, we have the personal AI. Everybody is going to have their own avatars. Everybody is going to have their own avatars. So their digital assistants, their own machine customers that will be helping them out in everyday life. And the other side of the story is having talking products on the business sides, which will be agents that will then represent the products, the services that we are buying or our machine customers are buying for us. This is all about convenience. And that's exactly what you want to offer to your customers, convenience. We're also, lazy, let's be honest here, that we want, if we can have these automated systems that can actually perform tasks for us, if we just, ask them to do so, why wouldn't we? Convenience, remember that word. So this is the operator from OpenAI. What they're doing currently is exact same thing as all the big names. Anthropic launched their similar browser-based agent already in the fall. We have both Microsoft, we have other competitors working on their own systems. But basically, they're all starting with these browser-based agents. Why? Because they want to give us the possibility to be in that control and see what is happening when we're doing our, say, grocery shopping, for instance. We're letting the machine customer loose, but we're actually looking at what it's doing while it's browsing the websites. I have myself kind of a cooking assistant that creates the meal plans for me or the whole family based on the allergies, food allergies that we have, and then gives me the recipes or the different dishes, and then goes online to do the grocery, based on the grocery shopping. It would actually, if we were not living in a country like Finland, it would actually have all those groceries delivered to me as well, but that's coming soon, I'm pretty sure about that. So these browser-based agents, they still give us the control when we're doing stuff like signing in, giving out credit card details, and in different phases where they assume that we will want to take control and sort of approve what they're doing. So, but this is something that is, as I said, a learning phase, and this will pass pretty quickly. And this is definitely not a B2C thing anymore. Tactum AI is an Estonian company who's in the B2B space providing AI agents. And they have the huge deals made on their platforms already. So last year, the largest single autonomously negotiated deal that their AI agents did for one of their clients is $100 million already. And 2 million was the largest saving in a single deal that they made. And get that, 87 seconds is the time that the fastest deal was done autonomously negotiated on this platform. So you can start thinking about that these agents will make the business run quite fast, and you have to be there, you have to be fast yourselves as well. We did, like I said, this study last year where we went ahead and sort of benchmarked 40 different companies here in Finland, ranging in different industries. And we created this machine customer or digital assistant called Assi, created her as this digital assistant for an imaginary Vuononlehto family. And her personality, we tried to create all these like positive traits. So she would speak fluent Finnish and be very attractive and create these positive feelings with all the actual human agents that she was talking with, whether she'd be contacting them in the chat channel or the email channel. And so she explicitly identified herself as a digital assistant so that these representatives would know that they are talking to an AI, and this was not something that we were trying to fool them with. And she had this really pleasant personality, which meant that actually these agents, human agents working in the contact centers would have these conversations with her. And here's a few examples of the things that we realized based on these conversations. One of them is that they act so fast that, for instance, this is a health insurance case where we were buying a health insurance for a 7-year-old kid, and Assi was asking these service providers that, okay, can I get this? And they would, throw her like a 100-page document her way, hoping that they would get kind of rid of the customer. But she would actually come back in nanoseconds and then ask all of her questions from, page 57, like the second paragraph, and asking very detailed things. So if you don't have your own customer service representatives equipped with a similar system where they can go really quickly and find these things, these 87 seconds will pass quite fast. So just think about it. The other thing is also this asynchronous, difficult word there. We know all what I mean by that if your human agent takes like 10 to 15 minutes, which was the case in this encounter, whilst going to serve other customers online, it doesn't work out for the machine customer, because she'll be already asking these same questions from 50 of your competitors. So you're out of the game instantly if you're not really working with them at the same time. So very important there to go ahead and create special channels to actually serve these machine customers. We used to say that you don't exist if you're not found on Google and these search engines, but nowadays the fact will be that if you are not able to serve these machine customers properly, they will be talking with each other, by the way, as well, about the level of service that you give to them, these agents. So this is the fact of the life, that you won't exist anymore, and you will be losing more than that fifth of your business. If you want to be a future-proof organization, these are the things that you need to take into account. This will affect your business as a whole. Firstly, machine customers don't have any emotions, so you need to, the only thing that they're thinking about is the task that they have been given and the preferences that their human owner has told them, that how to behave, what to buy, and so on. So they don't buy based on whatever brand personalities you are putting there. So you have to think about in terms of marketing also that, okay, hey, machine customers, what do I even tell them? Hey, there's a parking space available in our garage. Please come our way and you'll get it on the spot. Things like that, like totally new business possibility there as well. Then also it's important to understand that you need to upskill your own personnel. It's not just about, AI literacy, it's something much more. It's about how to actually encounter these machine customers, because it will be very difficult to identify them as such if they approach you, say, through the voice channel, for instance, now that we have these different kinds of services where they sound exactly like a real person. I think Google just launched their voice agents that are actually going to call these local stores with the voice. Of course, there is an increased risk of impersonation, but this is a thing that we'll have anyhow, whether or not you're serving these machine customers. So this is something that we need to really, as a whole, take into consideration. But this is IT development. It's the same thing in traditional IT development. You need to take these information security risks into account. So I hope you all got a small glimpse from this speech and an understanding of what is going to change for customer experiences. You need to really start to redesign your customer journeys from the perspective of being able to serve this new breed of customers. Thank you.